Week 22 schedule: games played, 4 games, BKN, Cle, Det, Hu, Lac, Lol, OKC, Sac, UTA, was 3 games, ATL, Boss, Cha, Kai, Dal, Den, Eint, Mia, Mil, Min, NOP, NYK, ORL, Phi, PHX, Por, SAS, Tor 2 games, GSW, Mem. The first number below is the players' games played this week. The second number is his ownership in Yahoo leagues, and the last series of numbers is the player's remaining games played per week over the rest of the season. Point guards: 3 Derrick White Spurs 57%, 3-4-3-5. White has it back on cruise control after returning from his heel injury and has scored in double digits in 4 straight games. Over his last 5, he's averaging 13 points, 6.0 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.6 steals and 1.0 three-pointers per game. The schedule is shaky, but he's worth owning everywhere. 4 Rajon Rondo Lakers 58%, 4-3-4-5. Rondo struggled with 4 points on Saturday, but also had 6 rebounds, 9 dimes and a steal in 31 minutes. The Lakers are without Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram for the rest of the year, and the other vets, including LeBron James, are on shaky ground as the playoffs are apparently out of reach. Rondo should be locked and loaded for a big finish, and should be a top 75 player the rest of the way. 3 Elfrid Payton Pelicans 59%, 3-3-3-4. It's possible that Drew's season is over and Payton's averaging 9.2 points, 6.2 rebounds, 7.0 assists and 1.0 steals over his last 5. Jackson had 20 points and 6 boards on Friday, and is averaging 12.4 points, 4.8 boards, 0.8 steals and 1.8 three-pointers over his last 5 games. If 3-game weeks work for you, both of these guys are worth grabbing everywhere. 3 Tyler Johnson Suns 36%, 3-3-3-5. He had 14 points, 7 boards, 7 assists, a block, a three-pointer on Saturday, and I'm just surprised he's not owned in more leagues. The 3 games per week is a bummer, but TJ's been very solid in 3 straight games. 2 Delon Wright Grizzlies 18%, 2-3-4-5. Wright's hit double digits in 3 straight games and is averaging 13.2 points, 5.4 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1.0 steals and 0.6 blocks over his last 5. His last 3 games have been pretty special, and there's always a chance Mike Conley could miss games. The only problem is the schedule, which is brutal. Shooting guards: 2 Avery Bradley Grizzlies 39%, 2-3-4-5. Bradley was quiet on Friday with 7 points and 6 assists, but was on fire prior to that. He's probable for Sunday, ankle, and has been rolling, averaging 17.2 points, 4.2 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.2 steals and 2.4 three-pointers over his last 5. The schedule stinks, but Bradley's really turned it around in Memphis. 4 Luke Kennard Pistons 35%, 4-4-3-6. Kennard has scored in double digits in 4 straight games, is averaging 17.6 points, 2.6 rebounds, 3.0 assists and 3.2 three-pointers over his last 5 games, and has back-to-back 4-game weeks coming. He looks like a must-add player, to me. 3 Alonzo Trier Knicks 20%, 3-4-2-6. Trier's hit double digits in scoring in 6 straight games and is averaging 17.8 points, 4.0 rebounds and 1.8 three-pointers over his last 5. He's one of the few Knicks I can think about trusting right now. 4 Landry Shamet Clippers 10%, 4-3-4-4. Shamet has it double digits in 4 straight, including back-to-back 20-point games last Friday and Sunday. He's cooled off with his shooting recently, but the schedule is pretty good and he's getting 31 minutes a night right now. He's averaging 14.6 points, 3.4 boards, 1.2 assists and 3.6 three-pointers over his last 5. 4 Reggie Bullock Lakers 12%, 4-3-4-5. Bullock's been pretty quiet, but should see a bigger opportunity now that Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball are done for the year. He should be good for at least some scoring and three-pointers, and he's widely available. Small forwards 3 Justice Winslow Heat 58%, 3-4-3-6. He's probably not available in your league, but Winslow's averaging 15 points, 6.2 boards, 6.6 assists, a steal and 1.4 three-pointers over his last 5 games, despite Goran Dragic playing in some of them. Dragic only played 16 minutes on Friday, and Winslow should keep on rolling. For Jeff Green, Wizards 34%, 4-4-4-4. Green has a great schedule and just keeps plugging along, averaging 13 points, 3.2 boards, 1.0 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.6 blocks and 1.4 three-pointers over his last 5 games. For Josh Hart, Lakers 32%, 4-3-4-5. Jonathan Williams, Mo Wagner, Alex Caruso. Hart came off the bench Saturday, but played 28 minutes and had 8 points and 2 three-pointers. Jonathan Williams went off for 18 points and 10 rebounds in 29 minutes off the bench. Mo Wagner started and had 22 points, 6 boards, a block, a three-pointer, and Alex Caruso played 30 minutes and had 8 points, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. All 4 of these guys are worth a look the rest of the way, as the Lakers are about ready to pack it in. 3 Mo Harkless, Blazers 22%, 3-3-4-6. Harkless has really quieted down in 3 of his last 4 games, but is still getting decent minutes, and is still averaging 9.6 points, 5.6 rebounds, 2.0 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.6 blocks and 0.4 three-pointers on 54% shooting over his last 5 games. Hopefully he'll bounce back this week, but the schedule's not ideal. For Lance Stephenson, Lakers 6%, 4-3-4-5. Stephenson missed Saturday's game with a toe injury, but if he gets healthy, he should see a minutes bump with the injuries in LA. He hasn't been doing much though, so I'm not even listing his stats in here. For Royce O'Neal, Jazz 1%, 4-4-3-6. O'Neal started on Friday with Ricky Rubio, hip, out and had 10 points, 2 steals and a three-pointer. If Rubio misses more time, O'Neal should continue to start, making him worth putting on your radar, especially with the back-to-back 4-game weeks. But if Rubio's healthy, O'Neal's probably not worth it. Jay Crowder's also worth a look due to the nice schedule. Power forwards 3 Dwight Powell, Mavericks 57%, 3-4-3-6. Powell has been killing it for a few weeks now and is averaging 16.8 points, 7.4 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1.2 steals and 1.6 three-pointers on 73% shooting over his last 5 games. The schedule's not great, but he has been. 3 Kelly Olynyk, Heat 54%, 3-4-3-6. Speaking of killing it, Olynyk has hit double digits in scoring in 7 straight games and is averaging 19 points, 5.6 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.0 blocks and 3.0 three-pointers over his last 5 games. If you can handle the 3-game week this week, he's become a must-own player. For Rodions Kurucs, Nets 15%, 4-2-3-5. He's the starting PF the rest of the way, has scored in double digits in 4 straight games, and is averaging 12.4 points, 5.8 rebounds, 1.0 blocks and 2.2 three-pointers on 56% shooting over his last 5 games. And with 4 games this week, he should at least be owned for that one. 3 Frank Kaminsky, Hornets 11%, 3-4-3-6. Kaminsky has been really surprising lately, hitting double figures in 4 of his last 5 games, getting 22 minutes a night, and averaging 14.6 points, 5.4 rebounds, 1.2 assists and 2.2 three-pointers. He's not stealing or blocking, but he's been worth using in DFS and could be ready to finish up strong. 3 Shake Diallo, Pelicans 25%, 3-3-3-4. Diallo went off for 16 points and 12 rebounds on Friday and can steal and block, as well. Anthony Davis is probably going to miss more games. He was out Friday with an illness, and Diallo should be solid on nights when AD's in street clothes. Centers 3 Robin Lopez, Bulls 43%, 3-3-3-5. Arolo just keeps chugging along and is averaging 15.8 points, 8.0 rebounds, 1.8 assists and 1.6 blocks over his last 5 games. The Bulls are going to keep rolling with him, and you should too. I'm surprised he's not owned in more leagues. 3. Cody Zeller Hornets 39% 3-4-3-6. Zeller's not exactly exploding, but he is averaging 9.8 points, 6.2 rebounds, 2.0 assists, 0.8 steals and 0.8 blocks on 46% shooting over his last 5 games. 3. Bam Adebayo Heat 32% 3-4-3-6. Bam's the new starting center in Miami and had 17 points, 7 rebounds and a block on Friday, preceded by 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals and 2 blocks on Wednesday. If you can handle the 3-game week, he should be owned. 4. Ivica Zubac Clippers 18% 4-3-4-4. Zubac has been nice for the Clips, averaging 9.0 points, 8.0 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 0.4 steals and 1.2 blocks over his last 5 games. And with the 4-game week sandwiching the 3-gamer, he should be a hot pickup. 4. Thomas Bryant Wizards 28% 4-4-4-4. Bryant's minutes have taken a swan dive and his numbers aren't mind-blowing, but he's still at 7.4 points, 4.2 rebounds, 0.6 steals, 1.2 blocks and 0.4 three-pointers over his last 5. 3 straight 4-game weeks should keep him on the radar. 3. Gorgui Dieng Timberwolves 3-3-3-6. Karl Anthony Towns suffered a knee injury and will have an MRI after his monster line on Saturday night. Doesn't miss games, but if he does, Gorgui Dieng and Anthony Tolliver should suddenly become relevant. Be sure to see what Cat's status is before buying either one of these guys.